here we go then. We start in Group H. We've got that man there, Stephen Bunting, semi-finalist here last year, lost there to Rob Cross. That's the furthest he made it here in Wolves. Masters champion Bev, of course, been in multiple Pro Tour finals in recent months. He goes head-to-head with Vessel Nijman, the 24-year-old from the Netherlands, who actually beat Stephen Bunting to win his first PDC ranking title just last month. And he is here now, making his Grand Slam debut. We were talking about it a minute ago. It's a really tough group, this. Josh Rock and Jan van Veen, the others to make up Group H. To guide you through our first match, or the first session here on this Saturday afternoon, then hand you over to John Park and Stuart Pike.
Yes, thank you, Emma. Can't wait. What a way to start the Grand Slam of darts. The toughest group out there, without a shadow of a doubt. For Stephen Bunting, he looks a fair bet at 22-1, doesn't he? The 18th staging of the Grand Slam in the spiritual home of Wolverhampton. But watch out for this guy, Vessel Nijman. A lot of the so-called experts are tipping Nijman to be one of the big surprises of this Grand Slam of darts, certainly to get through this tough group. But yeah, Bunting, Nijman, Rock and Van Veen. 2 stay in and 2 go home, John Park.
Well, yeah, and it's a tough old road. I mean, even winning your first game in a group like this doesn't assure you of too much. It's certainly the way to go forward, though. Get that early win in, and that's the only thing you can think about when you play these first matches. You're going to be in a better situation with a win than a loss. And second to that, and we'll be talking about this a lot, if you lose, get 4 legs, or 3 at least. Leg difference does play into this. So even in a loss, you want to win legs. Very important.
All the players will tell you, just win that first game. Just get on the ball, win that first game. And it takes, as you well know, it takes so much pressure off you, doesn't it?
Well, it does in most groups. But again, in the toughest groups, you're still going to have to worry about winning that next game as well. And hopefully you don't get into any ties. Really, it is tough to get through this round, Rob, in a very equal group, because just about anything can and will happen, as we've seen in the past.
Well, Stephen Bunting, of course, one of the first batch of players to qualify for the Grand Slam after winning the Masters back in January, when he beat Michael van Gerwen in a cracking final in Milton Keynes. For Vessel Nijman, won the PDC Development Tour. He dominated it, John. He finished £10,000 clear of the second place player, Nico Springer. Pocketed £25,000 alone just from the Development Tour, when he won 7 events. That's dominating.
Yeah, you almost feel like it's punishment not being able to play that anymore. But you will be in the main tour and relishing that prospect, and sure to win a lot there as well to make up for it.
Well, Bunting under pressure already on his throw with the opening leg of the 2024 Grand Slam of Dart. So a great chance for the Dutchman.
Wesley requires 36.
Possible 13 dart break.
Yeah, just a great start. Need to use that marker, and does so seemingly effortless. Really calm, going about business, no celebration or anything. And stay within yourself when you're not that used to being on the big stages. It's a good idea. Don't put yourself out on a limb.
During the week, John, I think
57.
I'm not sure if you got involved because of the time difference before you flew in from Canada, but we were asked for the Sky Sports website, all the commentators and experts, to give us a possible surprise package, someone who would come through. And I think everyone apart from one, independently, not knowing what anybody else had said, picked Vessel Nijman. So all our heads are on the chopping block as well, to think that Nijman could be the man who is a bolter at this Grand Slam, very much like Stowe Bunce was, the American last year when he reached the quarterfinals. That's what this tournament can throw up.
And Leonard Gates hoping to do the same this year in that position.
140.
I've got to mention very quickly, John, I don't know if you know, but you are a holder of a record in the history of the Grand Slam of darts. In the 18-year history of this tournament, John Part holds a record, but let's just hang on a second.
I'm holding my breath now.
As Stephen Bunting smashes in the first 180, and what a time to do it under pressure. But now here comes Nijman. Here comes Vessel Nijman. What a shot this would be.
No, I gave it every effort. Maybe too much delay on that all-important darted ball. But a magnificent setup from Bunting here to get this opportunity to break straight back. Oh, and straight in the treble. Is he in the double? Just adjust down a bit.
57.
He moved over and needed it down a little further. It just stayed the same height. So Nijman, what an opportunity now for 2-0.
Double 8 to double his lead. Well, he had the chance, didn't he? That's a real let-off for Stephen Bunting. I'm pretty sure when he went back to his table after missing those 2 darts, he was thinking the game is up, certainly in this leg. And he makes no mistake this time. What a piece, and a dramatic start already in this game, both averaging 103. But before I was rudely interrupted by Bunting's 180 and the 170 attempt by Vessel Nijman, back to John Part's record at the Grand Slam of darts.
It had nothing to do with 180s or 170s.
No, it isn't. You are the holder of the record in the 18-year history of this tournament by winning a match with the lowest ever average of 79.
Oh, against 80 Lewis?
Was it? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm picking on it.
It could be against anyone, couldn't it?
I know we had trouble one match.
So there you go, a record that may never be beaten, John, winning a game with a 79 average at the Slam.
I'm just happy there was something you didn't know. But it does prove a point. I've always said it, you know, averages don't win you the games.
Spot on.
Helps though. Look, if you could throw a really high average, go for it, really.
How important is that leg going to be? Nijman missing the ball for a show-stopping 170. Bunting missing 2 at double 12. And then Nijman 2 darts to go 2 up.
140.
Bunting punishes him. It's a really great standard. 108 average, plays 107. They're not mucking around here, John.
No. Really does want to get that treble to leave tops, but
59.
he probably feel like he's coming back. Up to Nijman to prove him wrong. It is a break chance. Wow, it hung in.
Good.
Unbelievable. Well, I'm going to say, possibly not. Wrong. I'm wrong. Totally believable, because that's the sort of player he is, and that's what he's been doing all year. He just missed a 170. That was fantastic. He's averaging nearly 110, Nijman.
Some drama on that second treble 20, just clinging in, a little deflection on the way in, and hung in there, and then he comes back now with 3 solid treble 20s to open a leg, and Bunting in a bit of trouble here in this match.
Stephen Bunting, you may remember, got to the semi-finals last year, didn't he? He was beaten by Rob Cross, who of course eventually was well beaten in the final by Luke Humphreys, but a lot of people in the know reckon this guy maybe a little bit of a late developer as well at 24, but Nijman has the tools in his armory to be a real superstar. And he's already up to 60 in the world in no time at all. This tournament will help him into the world's top 50, and really the darting world is in his hands. He has the game to succeed.
48.
It's a great opportunity to start that prize money ranking off well too, coming into this tournament. Right? Just get it right up there, start off strong, makes your life a lot easier going into the tour next year.
And we'll see him at the Ali Pali, and he's got a tour card, and
59.
Having given the big build-up, John, his last 6 starts have been very disappointing. They've just given Bunting an outside chance here to level it up again. Is it going to be another breaker's throw?
No, not with a dart like that. And although he's easily snagged the bull on a second dart, he's still relying on Nijman missing a 74 opportunity, and the kind of clutch throwing he's demonstrated so far, you just no thinking he'll miss this.
1 dart, John. 1 dart for 3-1.
54. Stephen required 24.
Well, 24 is Stephen's friend, and that's what he's thinking right now.
Well, there we go.
Fifth leg, Stephen to throw first.
We've had 4 breaks of throw. I think Nijman will be hugely disappointed. He started the leg with a 180. If you're starting the leg with a 180 on your own throw, you've got to be winning those legs.
Well, it goes both ways too. I think they're both happy that it's 2-2 now in a lot of ways, because they know they've maybe missed some opportunities. And when you're in a really high quality match like this and it's all breaks to throw, well, you do feel fortunate that you're not behind.
140.
Oh, well done, Stephen Bunting.
126.
The only problem there is you get the second treble and you still need another treble to leave a finish.
Yeah. Well, is it going to be 5 breaks of throw? Vessel Nijman's average goes up to 112.62, John Park.
Stephen a little unfortunate the first start, drifting aside, adjusted well. Well, didn't he leave 41 himself? But he's at the mercy of the Dutchman.
He's missed a lot of chances, Nijman, in this game. And he needs another one of those. He's missed another opportunity. When he missed darts in leg 2, in leg 4, in leg 5, and Bunting here. 2 out of 9 on the doubles, Vessel Nijman. Only just got the single 9, but makes no mistake. Vessel Nijman will be absolutely kicking himself. He could be out of sight here. It could be 4-1, maybe should be 4-1.
Yeah, he was a bit unfortunate. That first start at double necessitated him moving, and he doesn't look like he's that comfortable making a move in the feet between darts. More rhythmic and just on the fly that way. I don't think that suited him at all, and just maybe a bit of bad luck he should be thinking now more than a failure.
It's been a mixed bag, hasn't it, John? 7 missed darts at double, but nearly took out a 170, did nail a 142.
97.
You know, and you got to be full of nerve up there. Not nervous, but just edginess, just excitement, all that adrenaline flowing through you. And that's the joys of playing darts on a big stage, really, and it can go both ways in terms of results and performance.
140.
But you look at the quality of the young players in the sport. Never been as rich in terms of talent. So to win 7 events on the development tour will show you just how good this young man is.
Well, that's a lot of winning, and when you're used to winning, it doesn't matter where you play, you still think like you're going to win, because it's been bred into you.
Scoring, no problem. Still averaging 110. His scoring has been brilliant. 10 140s, John. Already, we're only in leg 6 of the match. But can he finish the leg?
39.
Well, arguably Bunting's worst visit
43.
of the match so far.
He needs to hit this defensively. Double 16, yes, levels the match. If he'd failed to get that, he would have been facing Bunting throwing for a match and a 5-2 possible defeat. Changes everything, getting that 43 finish.
Look at that, look at those 140s that we've seen from Vessel Nijman.
I think it's going to be like this the whole tournament. And, we got a lot of great matchups this afternoon and into the evening. And I don't know the averages will be quite the same, but I think that the competitive level, just the uncertainty of match to match, who's going to win, it's going to be like this all through.
Well, we'll know within the hour, won't we, the destiny or how it's going in Group H, because the next game is Josh Rock against Gian van Veen, as Nijman finds an 11th 140. Bunting finds a second 180.
Yeah, and a great time. You know, not so much to get to the finish, just to put some distance in there. No finish available there, so Stephen can treat this like a setup visit. Just make sure you leave that tops, he'll be thinking. And be disappointed how it's gone so far on this visit. Now he needs a trouble, or it's a real kind of a disaster of a visit.
24.
Wow, that changes things.
Sometimes when you don't have to take it out, you lose that bit of focus, and that's, I think, what happened there.
Steve Newton, 114.
Yeah, very good point. And you could see him looking at Nijman's score before he went up to throw, and I think he lost focus, John. You're spot on. But he needs tops, and that's a good way to put right the wrongs of the last visit. 4-3. Nijman now looking to force a deciding leg, and he's averaging 108 and losing.
Yeah, well, Stephen turned it on its head. He turned that last visit from a horrible visit into a great setup towards this 114. And I think anytime you just need the one big treble, you feel like you can get the job done. Of course, you want it easier than that, but in the end, the boost he's had inside, you would feel that's helping him, but he's managed to come back with a 26, not punishing a 45. And 140 does punish the 26, so 12
140s, John.
All to play for still here.
It's interesting there, just looking at the replay of Bunting taking out that 114. That Nijman's one of a player who looks at the floor. He won't look at the board. He wasn't looking to see whether Bunting won the leg or not, but he could hear it.
98.
Some impressive numbers.
You can get wrapped up in the other player's game sometimes if you watch them throw. Sometimes you can pick up their habits of how they throw and pace. So
you were a watcher?
No, I generally found more success not watching.
Right.
Not so much. I wanted to know what they were hitting. Listen to the scores and that. But
yeah, you were looking at the floor.
You don't want to become distracted by their game and how they throw. You want to do what you're doing.
Were you one of those who'd look at the floor, talking to yourself, going, miss, miss, go on, miss, miss, miss?
Never. Well, maybe once.
Here comes Bunting again. The pressure on Nijman to take us to a deciding leg. That's a beauty. Tops. It's a game that deserves a deciding leg. 114 from Bunting, 118 from Nijman, and Will winning the throw in the practice room. Be all important.
Well, needs to get out of the gate here is what Stephen does need. And this looks like a better job. Okay, only a ton, but it's been better than some of the things he's hit to open legs lately.
35.
Yeah, the reaction told you everything. Not enough from Vessel Nijman. Needed at least one treble from that visit. So very much advantage Bunting in this deciding leg.
Yeah, and that simple ton put enough pressure on Nijman to maybe get that result. And another simple ton. But you know what? This could be a great leg with the throw.
Tons may be enough, John.
Exactly. The ton strategy, it would wear the opponent down as they try to punish the ton by hitting a 180 or something, but then you try too hard for that.
But whatever happens, whoever loses this has ticked the John Park box by winning 4 legs.
Yes, it's a great job done. And now all the more pressure on our next 2 contestants in the next match to not lose for a start, but also to get the 4 legs minimum. If someone loses the next match by 5-3 or heavier, they're in last place in the group.
Yeah. What a dart. Oh, Stephen Bunting. Take a bow, Bunting. It always amazes me how dart players can keep their cool in a deciding leg and find a shot like that.
Well, he's had
Vessel Nijman. Oh, that's unlucky. That's unlucky for the young man.
Stevens had 3 180s in this match. Every one of them has been very meaningful and well timed.
61.
But it's Bunting who gets first crack at winning this opening match of the Grand Slam. And he takes it. Fantastic game. Vessel Nijman will feel with an average of 106.5 that perhaps he should have won, but he missed key doubles at key moments and maybe just experienced winning the day. Bunting wins a cracker. What a match to start the tournament. Last year's semi-finalist gets 2 points on the board in Group H, which also features Josh Rock and Guillaume Van Veen. They are coming up next, and they're backstage with Abby.